Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
For at least 1,000 years, the Guarani people knew the region surrounding the Iguazu Falls as a land without sin. God, or Tupa, was in the land, the forest, all plants, animals, and in themselves. The Astounding Falls of the Iguazu River. Continue watching to find out more.
Hola, that's hello in Portuguese. My name is Benicio, and I'm a happy, earth-loving vegan. In kindness and harmony, my colorful toucan family from Iguaçu National Park, Argentina, pray that your days be blessed with enlivening sunshine and harmony. Today, we take you on an adventure to subtropical South America to visit one of the wonders of Argentina and Brazil in our program titled The Astounding Falls of the Iguazu River. The falls are shared by Iguazu National Park in Argentina and its sister park, Iguazu National Park in Brazil. The Iguazu River and its unmistakable cataract falls are the natural territorial boundary between Argentina and Brazil, making it one of the most spectacular international borders in the world. Visited by over 1 million tourists every year, the Iguazu Falls are ranked as the most popular natural attraction in both countries. Some 25 kilometers, or 15.5 miles downstream from the falls and still within the national parks, the Iguazu River flows into the Paraná River. At this point, Brazil and Argentina also meet with Paraguay at a point known as the Triple Frontier. The Guarani people of the Rio de la Plata Basin, or the River Plate Basin, called the region Iguazu or Iguazu, which translates to big water. An ancient fable tells how an angry deity, jilted by a beautiful forest princess, smashed the life-giving Iguazu waterway into two with his fist, creating the spectacular falls in the process with one awesome blow. Geologists tell us that there was a seismic shift in the basalt bedrock underneath the Iguazu River about 135 million years ago, which separated the waterway into multiple cascading levels, with an overall height of 82 meters, or 270 feet. The falls consist of 275 individual waterfalls in a semicircular formation and collectively cover an area of 2.7 kilometers or 1.7 miles. The number of flowing falls at any given time fluctuates according to the water volume of the river. At times, around 1/3 are temporarily inactive or have no water streaming over them at all. During the winter, the river is distinctly lower in comparison to the highly precipitous summer months, when the mighty falls will spill as much as 13,000 cubic meters per second, or nearly 3.5 million gallons per second, giving the Iguazu Falls the highest annual average flow of any waterfall in the world. The Iguazu Falls are even taller and higher than the famous Niagara Falls in North America and are rapidly becoming a world-renowned geographical landmark and tourist destination. Iguazu Falls were chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of nature by millions of people around the world in 2011. Let's take a moment to appreciate our planet's exquisite natural beauty. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to the Astounding Falls of the Iguazu River. It is thought that the first European to see the Iguazu Falls was the Spanish explorer Cabeza de Vaca, who was drawn by the thundering rumbling sounds of the water whilst carving a path through the region in 1541. In 1934, Iguazu was declared a national park of Argentina, and 5 years later, Iguaçu National Park was established on the Brazilian side. Approximately 50 years after this, both reserves were listed as World Heritage Sites by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. Together, the parks cover an area of almost 1,000 square kilometers, or 386 square miles. They serve as entry points to the falls while also ensuring the protection of a large variety of flora and fauna that thrive around them. The national parks have steel and concrete viewing platforms connecting 1.2 kilometers or 0.75 miles of walkways. These allow visitors excellent vantage points, including a very close encounter with the cluster of 14 falls known as Garganta del Diablo or Devil's Throat, which expels the largest volume of water. An additional exciting way to get close to this mighty force of nature is by a jet boat tour, which takes people almost directly under the colossal torrent. Another popular activity is the full moon tour guided by rangers, where one may see rainbows form over the falls at night as the moonlight meets the water. In addition to viewing the waterfalls, there are numerous other delights to experience within the national parks, where well-maintained trails weave through the dense rainforest. The Macuco Trail descends into a delightful subtropical menagerie of local flora and fauna. Some 2,000 different species of plants and hundreds of species of rare reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, fish, and insects thrive in this natural pristine habitat. Some of my neighbors here include capuchin monkeys, tamanduas, bush dogs, tin-tailed coatis, tiger herons, and harpy eagles, just to name a few. Many of our human guests hope for a close encounter with us, and the coatis usually win the hearts of the tourists first. It seems that since the national parks were inaugurated more than 80 years ago, any signs of shyness in our coatis friends have vanished. For at least 1,000 years, the Guarani people knew the region surrounding the Iguazu Falls as a land without sin. God, or Tupa, was in the land, the forest, all plants, animals, and in themselves. Their whole existence was uniquely bound by this understanding of respectful coexistence with the rainforest. That was their sacred home. Furthermore, those who harmed the forest or any of its beings would in turn incur a life debt and even experience the wrath of evil spirits. Unfortunately, human activity is taking a toll on the Iguazu region. Although the economies surrounding this unique area have benefited from tourist access to the Iguazu and Iguazu parks, there is also growing concern about the impact of continuous human intervention on these sensitive ecosystems, as well as of human-caused climatic anomalies. As the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, states in its climate website,
the planet's average surface temperature has risen about 2.0 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1.1 degrees Celsius, since the late 19th century, a change driven largely by increased carbon dioxide and other human-made emissions into the atmosphere. Most of the warming occurred in the past 35 years, with 16 of the 17 warmest years on record occurring since 2001.
Resulting erratic weather patterns, particularly in recent years, have led to much less seasonal rain around the Iguazu River, causing the flow of the falls to be reduced by up to 25% of its usual volume at that time of year. Several steps have been taken regarding the degradation of rainforest ecosystems here. For example, to minimize the impact of combustion engines, a rail service was implemented in Iguazu on the Argentinian side in the 1990s. And Brazil has introduced buses to ferry tourists to the Iguaçu National Park. However, the environmental problems facing the Iguazu region require more than localized solutions. While the national parks are protected by law, some areas adjoining them are constantly under the threat of deforestation. It is estimated that in Misiones, Argentina alone, where the Iguazu National Park is located, 40% of the original rainforest has been lost through logging. The land is cleared of trees for soy crops, used for animal feed and cattle grazing. Sadly, this has repercussions on the subtle ecosystems and further aggravates climate instability. Supreme Master Ching Hai has repeatedly emphasized the urgent need to take actions to mitigate such devastating effects, such as during a conference in 2009.
Stop the livestock industry. That would be the most effective way to halt global warming and restore our planet. It would save our precious forests, which take decades to grow, and create more natural forests that we need to reduce global warming. Without our lungs, we cannot survive.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free for download at crisistopeace.org. Indeed, each and every one of you has the power to help protect my gorgeous, wondrous home through the wholesome, eco-balancing vegan lifestyle. The Iguazu region is a place of astounding yet fragile beauty, and we sincerely thank all governments, organizations, and individuals working to safeguard the falls of the Iguazu River and the amazing life that surrounds them. Noble viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you with us. May the collective wisdom and compassion of Earth's citizens ensure that all of her jewels of nature remain protected and forever beautiful.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/NB.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/NB.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/NB.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/NB.
The Astounding Falls of the Iguazu River. Watch on Friday, May 8 to find out more.